trying to.
You're gonna have to make sure these drains are kept clean at all times. You don't have this dramatic look.
So it still makes that same, just push back.
So the house that we were gonna try to get up work on today, the price went up $3 grand. So they're
And at that point, I was just like, all right, let's go. Like, no.
Hey there. Today is a very special day. Today, Chelsea and I have been looking for houses for a little while, and by a little while, it hasn't been that super long, but we've been looking. And today, we decided on a house that we both like, and you know, it has qualities of things that we both can see ourselves living in. And it's at a rate, it's in our price range, and with great incentives with the builder. And so today we've decided to come out and get the process rolling and moving. So I'm on the way to meet up with Chelsea and our realtor, and we're going to walk there's a model of the house already built, so we're going to walk that with our realtor, just, you know, talk about it a little bit more, pray on it in that particular house, and then get the ball rolling and sign some papers and start the process. We're building from the ground up, and that's gonna take probably about 5 to 7 months to do. And so our optimal move-in date is sometime between November and December, because we ain't trying to be in the house, or, you know, we're not trying to worry about wedding and moving into a place at the same time. We kind of want to give ourselves a little time to get in the house before the wedding, and then get the house settled, so that after the wedding, you know, since we're not living together and we won't live together before we get married, you know, we can just both come to the house married and ready, stress-free, and relaxed. So it's gonna be dope. So we're here. This is the section of the neighborhood that we would be building our house in. You can kind of see the pool and gym and clubhouse and all that being formed. So this is where we are. Yep, gonna just meet up with them. Let's see. See if Chelsea is even here yet. Nope, she's not. But our realtor is. And by the way, our realtor is Chelsea's aunt. So keep it all in the family. All right. There's Chelsea. There's Chelsea. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You ready to possibly go buy a house? Huh? Maybe?
I don't know.
You don't know? We'll see. Uh-oh, I don't like how that sounds. Huh?
Hey. What?
I don't know. I don't like how that sounds.
What?
Huh?
See, like here?
Mm-hmm.
So just think of it on both sides like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the water comes down at. See, this is what this roof is catching this water, and this is catching the water.
Mm-hmm.
So it's catching water here and here, from here.
So when it's catching
Is
water,
that not what the storm drains are for, though?
That is what the storm drains are for. But that means you're gonna have to make sure these drains are kept clean at all times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At all times.
Yeah, I get that.
All the time.
I get that.
Every time they cut the yard, they need to clean the drain.
Oh, I didn't know about it, all that. But
All
okay.
the time.
This wall,
On both
three
walls.
large mirrors. I want either right there or right here. One of those, just like a table, you know, the one of the steaming tables. Either that or one that's like a like something
Half moon.
Yeah, that thing.
Crescent moon.
But yeah, I've already been
Vision.
yeah.
Furniture.
But
That's not good.
just things.
You're already getting
Just
furniture.
things. Not necessarily furniture. Things.
Let me let y'all buy this house. Let me stop. I can talk y'all right out of it.
All these builders, besides Honestly, all of them besides Chesmar. I think that's what it probably is.
Okay.
Chesmar's the only one where like
So,
about everything.
see, that would be nice in that over there.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So like my question was the rain glass in the master suite. Like what is, it was a maybe. I didn't know if we were
It's
yes or no on that.
styles.
But that's not a question. You put it as a question.
Oh, is that what I
Is that
put?
a yellow or
Yeah,
was that
that's
orange?
yellow.
What was it?
The obscure glass in a secondary bathroom.
Oh,
That should be orange.
cause that, oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
I know what it is.
You haven't been back here.
No, I haven't seen the house yet.
So the laundry room, the thing we want to do is put a door here because that's the master closet.
Yeah, we remember that.
Yep.
Remember that. You want that.
And this is a bedroom.
Okay.
And then this is another bedroom. So right at present, the secondary bathroom over there on the other side is regular window, not obscure at all.
Okay.
In the master bedroom,
Let me go see this. Like, do we even need it to be obscure? Like, can we just put up the curtain? Yeah.
No, you guys can buy. They have a sheet. They have this plastic film thing now. It comes in sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You can actually put it here, and you can do whatever kind you want on here.
yeah,
It's almost like you tinting your window. That's what it's
Yeah.
like.
yeah.
Okay.
You can go to Lowe's and you can cut it, and you can put
And that's
whatever,
easy for this one. I
whatever
wouldn't do it
color
for.
you want, whatever kind you want.
Yeah.
It could be. No, I'm saying it could be rain. It could be stained. It could be a quote. It could be whatever you want on there.
Okay.
They have all 1,001 different kinds.
Master. And then the master bath.
See, that's the rain
Yeah.
there.
Mm.
This is what rain looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like it's raining. That's the rain.
I don't know. That's
I
the
know.
thing. Unless we have
They're coming back.
Unless we
I don't know. I'm just saying, is it an option free? Not
What?
even an option.
Oh, to move the door,
Yeah.
is it?
What does it look like?
Oh,
What does
gotcha.
that look like? With that door on that side. But you guys have just answered that, so it's a no because you're saying the TV is there. You don't have to be walking all the way over here.
It's about 4 feet.
I don't want to pay an extra $1,200 to have this much space added on. This is so much.
No.
What?
The thing is, what these columns look like. The columns push back to here.
No, there is no column because it's just flush with
There's
here.
no columns anymore.
Yeah, there's one over here, but it's just flush with here. So you lose this 4 feet.
You don't have this dramatic look.
Yes,
like
you
this.
do. It's still the exact same, just pushed back with one column instead of two. No one is like, ooh, why don't you have a column? Like, it looks the same thing. It's still covered. It's still
So you're saying from what this line is?
Yeah.
almost.
Just
A little bit
about.
from that. It's from the house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still enough space to have a little coffee table if you want or something, and like lounge chairs. It's $1,200 is what I'm getting at, and I don't think
The thing that's gonna start eating up space is when we get a grill out here. You know.
Let's just throw it over there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You guys take pictures.
So it's like, do we just not? Because see, like, there's a lamp right here,
But there's not. It's not plugged into anything.
and I don't know if it's not battery operated of any sort. I mean,
No,
there's
they
no
cut the
pole.
wire. They took the wire out.
They took the wire out. So like, cool, if there was a plug right there, you could just do it instead of having to come across right here. But we just don't know. We won't know until it's too late.
So the craziest thing, we decided just to, so the house that we were going to try to get work on today, the price went up $3,000. And so there was a house with another builder that was bigger, we liked more, but that it basically made the price the same. So right now what we're doing is negotiating and seeing if we might be able to make this happen. We'll see. Okay, so we're getting closer. He's negotiating numbers right now, but what we're looking at now is brick and trim colors.
Yeah! We want white. We're trying to find white. Or as close to white. But is this a stone or is this a brick? Because
That's brick. That's brick.
But he said these are all the stones and it's the same Hanson. Do you know what I'm saying?
Is that what he said?
Tara brick.
Well, maybe he's not sure. Some trash just came down.
Yeah, oh, I think the stone was in the book.
Was it?
Yeah.
Or the trim? Was
The stone. This is trim and that's stone.
Okay, let's look.
Yeah.
Okay. Standard level. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Something, this isn't horrible.
That's even
That's
better.
even better.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Nope.
That's something.
That's something.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is the option.
That or that.
Mm-hmm.
This has more just all white.
That has a yellow.
Oh, no, that's the other one. He's over here.
Yeah, what would you say, Nico? Oh yeah, this has like some yellow undertone to it. So if you get this, and then if this is the brick, is this standard brick?
So you're doing
Just red and white.
okay.
With black.
Still got to submit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't even look at what I was going to look at.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Coupled Up with Dex.
And Chelsea.
So as we ended it the last episode, we were talking about basically this whole process we were going through because we found a house in a neighborhood we liked on a lakefront lot. It was dope. And so where we left off last time, we were in negotiations with this sales consultant from this particular builder of this house we liked. And so I think the last place we left, we were waiting on him to come back and give us an answer on whether or not he was going to give us the incentives we wanted, which was like $20,000 off of the house and $10,000
Something like that. $30,000. That's what we
basically
wanted.
Yep. And so he had ordered us all this pizza, and we were waiting, and he had us choosing our brick and everything. It was great. We were super excited and dope. And so then he came back.
And he goes, well, you guys, I can get you 15 at the
15 in DCI.
DCI. And I was like, this guy, he's trying to like, I love how he said DCI. We've been saying Design Center this entire time, and now he wants to use this acronym to make it seem more fancy or special. I don't know. But anyways, basically $15,000 at the Design Center. And at that point, I was just like, all right, let's go. Like, no, we can't do that. We cannot afford
and
only that.
He then started to try to sell us on
other houses,
other floor plans that were
just not
cheaper
what
in
we
price,
wanted,
but definitely did not meet our needs and what we desired. So he started showing us others. He was like, hey, I can go take you to see this floor plan over here, or this and that. At that point, I was done. I packed up my laptop and everything I had sitting out. I made myself comfortable because I was at home. And then that didn't work out. And so, we left, and he was just like, I'm sorry, I can't meet your needs or whatever. We couldn't make a deal. I was like, yeah, I guess that is what it is. And I started slowly but surely, quickly but surely, to just shut down.
All the way down, you guys. Like, all the way down. We went outside, and I was like, well, let's go talk to the original person that we wanted to go sign with. And I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? No, we need to go sleep on this, think about it some more. I was like, I don't even know if we should be spending that much money on that house over there. Let's think about it some more. With what the neighborhood and everything is giving us, we just need to think about it. And like he said, that's when he completely just shut down. We get back to his house, and I'm like, all right, let's start looking at other communities. Let's see, let's make sure that we've weighed all of our options here before we just go dive in at this other house. And I started looking at other communities, and he wasn't having it at all.
Yeah, I was just very bothered. One, because we had spent all day out there. We got there earlier in the day, in the morning, to start, and then we went to this other, because like when we were in this in the other house that we liked it, and they told us the price was higher or whatever, and when Chelsea and her aunt said, hey, since the same price, let's go to the other house, I didn't want to do it because I knew exactly what was going to happen was that, we're going to go waste our time and get my hopes up about, this house that I really, really did want. And then it's like,
you don't know exactly what ended up happening. You really don't. And that was my thing. I'm like, we have to weigh all of our options. We can't just say yes to like one of the first things just because that house is good and the price is good. We don't want to just say yes to it. So this is part of the process. It's an all-day thing. No, at the time you didn't.
But we had spent...
At the time you did not.
But the other thing was that we had spent 5 hours there with this guy going back and forth only to not get it. Basically not really get anything at all.
So let's talk about this then.
But
so
hold
how many hours
before? The second thing that really bothered me was just that, like, I wish we had set a more reasonable expectation from the jump. That it wasn't a conversation of, oh no, we shouldn't be spending that much money. We would have walked into the door. We never would have gone to that neighborhood to begin with, you know, and that was the whole thing.
No, if he would have given us 30,000, we could have done it.
Sure, but like
the other people were giving us 30.
What our budget was at that time was higher than what we ended up after that deciding what our budget was.
But that's just life, though.
I get that.
That is life.
I get that. But in that moment, that is what upset me. That's all I'm saying.
And he held on to it.
That evening, yes, I did.
Yeah, but then you took it out on me.
I didn't take it out on you. I shut down and I was very frustrated.
At me?
I was not frustrated at you. I was frustrated at the situation.
But then it came out at me. Like, we get back. I'm asking about, like, okay, let's look at other things. And he's just like, no, I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm this. I'm that. He was just like, no. He didn't want to look at anything. He didn't want to help me out. He's just like, I just don't understand. Like, why do you even go look over there? And I'm like, but that's part of the process. And I guess he's very emotionally attached to a lot of different things. It's not just the house. Like, it's not just you get emotionally attached to the house. So any little thing, not little thing, but big things like this, it's you get your mindset on it, and that's kind of like what you want. And then if it doesn't go your way, you're emotionally attached to it. And that's hard for me because I'm like, which my aunt even said from the beginning, she, that's one of the things that she said. She was like, don't get emotionally attached to this process because, and you were saying just now that we spent 5 hours over there and we spent all this time with these one guys to not like even do anything. We spent way more than 5 hours at other places and we didn't get any of those houses either. Meaning like cumulative. We spent a lot of time, but really, in the grand scheme of things, the amount of time that we spent looking for a house compared to a lot of other people was not long at all. This whole process for us was like a month and a half. He was thinking it was like at least 2.5 months.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we just started looking like a month ago. And you were like, wait, what? And we were only doing it during the weekends.
But it was also just because, like, I had been... Once we got set on this is what we're doing, I'm up. I'm like getting a couple of hours of sleep a night because I'm up considering all these options and well we can do this and we can do that and all this and that. Because it's an important decision.
It's not that important of a decision to me when it's our first house and it's not our forever home. Like,
but it's
whether
still
or not
a huge financial
I'm talking about those
for us to
options.
just do haphazardly
I'm not
and not get what we want.
I'm not talking
that
about
was
that.
my whole thing.
No, he was looking at the you were looking at the two different floor plans as if they were going to change overnight. Just looking at them.
What I was
doing. I know. I'm not saying that's what you were doing. I'm not saying
that's what you're saying I was doing.
No, you were looking at the floor plans. Like you were like, I was just up all night looking at the two different floor plans, weighing our options. And I'm like, what about them? No, just looking at them, looking at the options. And in my head, I'm like, nothing's changing though. Like the options aren't changing. You either get a half bath or you don't. I know you don't like this, but that's what I just look at it completely different. It's like either we're gonna get the half bath or we're not. Either we're gonna get the I don't even know what other options we were looking at that point in time with those specific houses. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. My whole thing was that night or that evening, it sucked to be in the predicament of I'm now trying to pull you out of this like mind frame that you put yourself in. And there was like nothing I could do. And I'm just like, okay, but now what? So that's what, and then he got mad because I was like, do you want me to go home? Because you weren't talking to me. You weren't helping me or anything. And you were like, no, that would just make things worse. I'm like, okay, well then like, let's move forward. Like, let's try to move forward. What's the next steps? Finally came around to it. So we get there with the salesperson. Everyone's like kind of tiptoeing, being like, it's not really, I mean, I'm giving straightforward answers, but Dexter's not really saying much. We're kind of like tiptoeing.
We actually realized that his sister had showed us some houses in another neighborhood.
Oh, this is the one with the really high ceiling.
What?
So then we start hugging each other and we're like, yeah, let's go. But see you next week.
Deuces.
See y'all.
Make sure to hit that notification
make sure-
bell and that
yeah.
subscribe button
And press the thumbs up.
and press the thumbs up.
Thanks, guys.